Hey everybody. Okay, so I'm still in Iceland, winding down, and it's raining outside today. So today became my laundry, catch up on paperwork, pay bills, and all that kind of stuff day. And I ended up doing a yoga class also for the people that are following me on my adventures through Iceland on my private playlist, and then I was like, you know what, I should do something for the 55 Steps to the Light group, because I haven't done anything, I don't know, in at least a week. So I was like, let's do cards. I did bring a couple of my decks with me. So I'm gonna use Colette Baron-Reid, her Enchanted map deck. It's probably backwards, sorry about that. I love this deck. We all resonate with specific decks. So I could sit here and go, I absolutely love this deck, but somebody else might be like, I get nothing from this deck whatsoever. So that's all, it's all good. But I love this deck. For some reason, it just really resonates with me, and I use it like all the time. So, I'm going to be offering some readings soon because I really enjoy doing them, and my spirit guides for some reason are really opening up the messages from that, like they're connecting with your higher self and your spirit guides, and they're just really connecting with these messages lately. So I feel like I should do some private readings for people. So I'm going to be offering something like that coming up really soon. But today, what I'm going to do is just do a group collective drawing. So I'm just going to ask my angels and guides to connect with the group of 55 Steps to the Light, and just ask for, they're telling me Metatron. Okay, so Archangel Metatron, he's so awesome. He's going to come in and basically provide a card for us. I love him. He makes my heart, I could almost cry. That's so weird. He brings his power in, and it's really intense today. Woo. Maybe just because my journey has been, it's been a long, intensive journey here, and it feels good to feel him, to know that he's here. So thank you very, very, very much. Okay, sorry, I was having a personal moment. Okay, Metatron. Oh, I love you. Okay, what message would you like to give the group today? Thank you for providing this opportunity for us to come together and to share a few moments with each other, being able to channel your messages, your intention, your love, and your light onto this planet and into this group and into the individual souls that are here to receive your information. All right, Metatron, what would you like to tell the group? Okay. Golden Palace. And again, don't worry if it's upside down, I'm telling you what it is. All right, the Golden Palace. If you're familiar with this deck, then you're familiar with this card. It's card number 23. When I first started getting this card, it actually confused me, because when you look at something that says Golden Palace, it's like, oh, woohoo, we got good stuff coming, right? Because it's this beautiful gold palace that's sitting up on top of this beautiful bank of green lushness, and it's high above the town, it's high above the valley, it's far away from the other landscapes that are out there, so it's almost like it's a secluded personal bliss. That's what I got from the card when I first looked at it, not even reading the affirmation that's in the book that Colette Baron-Reid does, that was what my thought was when I first saw the card. But then when you read the explanation of the card, it's so much more. And I'm going to do that. I want to honor what she wrote here because it really is good. And then sometimes when I read this, what happens is, like Archangel Metatron, he'll probably pull certain words out and then start channeling from there. So let's go with that. That's just typically how I do it, because her words can be very powerful and informative as well. So 23, Golden Palace. There is always enough is the main quote that she puts here. So the Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions being fulfilled, wealth and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that is long overdue. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from what you are, how you authentically are living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a further of tangible rewards, but things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches now, so share the wealth. So when I read this, the things that I feel are being implemented is that what he wants to channel is that a lot of us are feeling, God, he's putting so much emotion through me today, that our time of happiness is long overdue. That a lot of us are feeling emotionally drained, warped, exhausted, that we've been waiting for this happiness to come back, that we've been waiting for epiphanies, for truth, for explanations, for validation, for the ability to know that you can continue forward, for some of you, with what you've been doing for years, instead of being in a pause or hiatus mode, wondering what's going to happen. So when things like this are taking time, we really start to feel overwhelmed sometimes and be like, gosh, when is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? Whether it's for somebody else, for the planet, for yourself. And so what this card represents is that it's saying your time is coming. Your happiness is coming. And there is enough for everyone. So don't feel like you'll be left out. I feel like this card also, for some of you, is going to be speaking to the true nature of about the fact that your life is not defined by what you have or own. It's been a real big message lately about not owning things, about not trying to take ownership of anything. Instead, see it as though in a unified planet, everything is available to everyone. And so if you take your own label, judgment, expectations off of the table, and you just see yourself abundant in everything, then what he's saying is that you will feel more fulfilled than you ever have before. Because when you put the labels on what you think you have, you're actually limiting yourself. And when you take those labels off, it opens up he's saying the playing field tremendously. So I hope that that resonates for whoever needed to hear that part. And then the other thing that he's highlighting here is the ability to share love. He's saying that there are people right now that are suffering from not being able to share the love in the way that they used to. assuming that this really kind of is breaking down into the situation that we found ourselves in 2020 and 2021, that we're not able to maybe necessarily share love in physical touches that we used to, and it's impacting people tremendously, not just on a physical level, but then emotional and mental as well. And he wants you to know that there are ways that you can satisfy that desire to show your love to others, which will help you feel like you are abundant. And he says to use it through expression. He says that the expression of love, he's so powerful today, the expression of love can be in your eyes, just by the light in your eyes, or when you look at someone, looking at them, really looking at them, that love can come through your eyes. He's saying that it can come through with your smile, that it can come through with your words. So if you're missing being able to give and show your love in an abundant way to others around you in a physical form, he's saying utilize the concept that it can be done through expression. So your eyes, your smile, in particular. And then the other thing he's saying is that the power of the heart center is extreme, right? It's limitless. It's actually limitless, because he shows me like light just going on and going on and going on forever and ever. And so what I get from that is that when you are around someone and you want to share the love and be able to let someone else know how you feel, then allowing it to move through your heart center, and then you can imagine it moving through, and all you need to use is intention. It's as easy as that. That's just how energy works. So it's just using your attention and seeing that love move through the heart center and then out to that person. And that could be, you can get super creative if you want to, and you can imagine that the dragons and the unicorns and the fairies all come in and help you, or you can imagine that Mother Gaia comes in, and that the trees and the water and the fire and all that kind of stuff come in and help you do that. There's so many different ways that you can get creative in using your full expression of yourself, because it's what's appealing to you, what brings you joy. Because the thing is if whatever it is that brings you joy, when you move that through your heart center, other people are going to pick up on that. They're going to pick up on the fact that that brought you joy, and then now they feel that energy from you, and it's like, it can be life-changing and expansive for these people. That's what brings, okay, that's what he's telling me. He's like, that's what's bringing this golden palace to the people around you. And when the people around you are affected by it, and they're just like, oh my God, you just made me so happy, or whatever you said just really moved me, then what does that do? That then affects you, right? You're just like, oh, and then the joy comes back. So this is something that is going, it's moving, it's being created, and it's being felt and received and then given back. So, great message, Metatron. I mean, this is the kind of thing that this is how we keep each other going. This is how we create this golden palace, this abundance, this energy that we've been waiting for. And we bring it right here into the right now so that we can keep going. Because we have to keep going. We are in this, and we're in it together. So I hope that these messages from Archangel Metatron have been helpful for you today. Thank you for letting me share some time with you. Again, I'm just, I'm really excited as I'm winding my time down here in Iceland, and was really excited to have a moment today to be able to create this space. So, okay, everybody, have a super day, and yeah, I'll let you know when I'm going to be doing the readings. I'll put a post up on the page. Okay.